You've heard these words before: elderly, mature, older adult, senior. Medical journals have argued over the years about words that are appropriate and words that are not. So today, that's what we're going to talk about: words that are appropriate and those that may be a little decrepit. My name is Karen, and it's my pleasure, as always, to host you here on the Oldish TV. So, medical journals have used the term elderly up until 2006 when they thought twice about it. It seems that older adults balked at the use of that term, unless it was describing someone else. They didn't like it to describe themselves. I'm not elderly, you're elderly. The problem is that words evoke images, and words like elderly brought with it an image of frailty. And that's what wasn't appreciated. A New York Times reporter was soundly chastised over her use of the word senior while doing an interview. The woman she spoke to noted that the term senior was coined in the late 1930s, and it was used to describe people who needed a good place to go and have lunch. Senior centers. I've heard that a lot. In the same article, it was thought that senior brought a lot of baggage with it that was less than respected. You've heard of ageism on this show before. We've talked about it a couple of times. Now, for those who have not, ageism is stereotyping or discrimination of individuals or a group based on their age. The term was actually created in 1969 by Robert Neil Butler and patterned on the terms sexism and racism. Ageism, just like sexism and racism, is a word and a concept that diminishes people. Harriet Thompson, a 3 times cancer survivor, ran her first marathon at the age of 76, and then 16 years later became the oldest woman to ever finish a marathon. I'll do that math for you. She was 91. Jean Dykes ran a marathon that timed in at 2 hours, 54 minutes, and 23 seconds with an average pace of 6:39 per mile. He was 70 years of age. We all know 70-year-olds who don't move very well, perhaps use mobility equipment and need a lot of help doing a lot of things around the house or just in life in general. So here's the question: how can we use just one term to describe an age range that has such a diversity of abilities and physicalities and talents? Well, the short answer is we just can't. Words like aged, old, and elderly evoke strong reactions from 70 and 80-year-olds. So what words can be used? National Public Radio did a survey to find out exactly that. What was embraced? Well, elderly was decidedly out. Didn't like that one at all. It suggested decline, frailty, and even long-term care. Older adults was the term that won. Seniors was tolerable. Elders was also tolerable. A bunch of terms that were deemed so far out of place that we shouldn't even say them under our breath included golden years, silver tsunami, and geriatrics. Don't like those words. The University of New Hampshire Bias-Free Language Guide says that if you're using a euphemism, you're promoting an ageist mentality. It prefers people of advanced age or old people. Old people? Really? Apparently, the term old people lacked the stigma of advanced age. That's confusing to me. I'm not buying it. Generational Target Marketing, a research firm, says we shouldn't be using any terms at all. Banish the thought. We can reference stage of life, lifestyle, interests, and values, but don't define age itself. I'm not sure how we indicate whose lifestyle, interests, and talents we're referencing without at least giving an age bracket. San Diego State University professor emeritus E. Purcell Stanford noted the following, and I quote, "The moniker senior citizen tends to cast a shadow that suggests a less than quality, particularly one of dependence. The older person should be a symbol of strength and a repository of treasured experiences and wisdom. End quote. The Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy ultimately decided on the terms older adult or older person. They found them respectful and decided that they should be standardized, at least within their journal. Try substituting older adult for elderly in a sentence and see what you think. Here's one I came up with. Instead of, my elderly mother is taking a hip hop class, try, my mother is going to an older adults dance class for wellness, stimulation, and socialization. It doesn't come with baggage when you say it the latter way, does it? Saying my older mother is going to a hip hop class certainly evokes an image that makes you go, huh? Words matter. So change the story in your own head about your aging experience. Decide on a term that makes you feel celebrated. And if you hear other people using terms that diminish you or others around them, straighten up and correct them. Because we just simply cannot be promoting ageism when we're the ones that are suffering. Let me take you now to a Facebook post that the Oldish posted. I showed it to you, I think, about 3 shows ago. It's absolutely remarkable what has happened with this post. It was posted in, I believe, 2016, and it describes the WHO, the World Health Organization's definition of age ranges. Take a look at this. 0 to 17, underage. 18 to 65, youth or young people. 66 to 79, middle-aged. 80 to 99, elderly or senior. And 100 plus, long-lived elderly. And if you look over on the side there, you can see that it has been shared 38,000 times with 2,000 likes, hearts, laughs, and 1,000 comments. From February 16th, 2018. I'm very proud of this being the Oldish's viral post. How about that? Which category do you fit into? Those are some words that maybe some of these journalists didn't consider. Anyway, I will leave you with that and look forward to seeing you next Wednesday at 12 noon for another edition of the Oldish TV. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and do remember that it takes a village to age a senior. Bye.